the worst product in Lord of the Rings, and look at what you can still pull. Look at this. This is one pack. Nazgul, Ring Wraiths, Orcish Bowmasters. Crazy, crazy product. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. Welcome to our new space here. You hopefully will see quite a bit of this new space as I get back to kind of regular content and getting back into the swing of things. I hope you're doing well. Today I want to chat about Universes Beyond. I have had a lot of different feelings. My emotions on Universes Beyond on this channel have been out there. So I want to do a whole nother video kind of giving you my thoughts on Universes Beyond and where we currently are, because we're kind of in a weird space right now. We had Lord of the Rings, which was the first biggest Universes Beyond set. It's not the first one, right? I know. But it's the biggest Universes Beyond set yet. And we have the next big Universes Beyond set coming in about 6 months. And so I want to give you kind of a thought process of what I'm doing as a business and thinking through it. This all stemmed because I have this Gold Wizard platform in my Discord server. You can go to the Discord server, KitchenTableTCG.com. It's free to hang out there. Would love to see you chat and whatever. But one of the ways you can do is you can support there as well. And there's a Gold Wizard tier where they can order product from me at cost plus, some fees and shipping. And somebody ordered Lord of the Rings Jumpstart 2-pack blisters. So not even like a box, like the 2-pack blisters that come in like Walmart, like a case of those. And they ordered them. I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? So I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And so we did it. We bought a case of them, and it is wildly successful. The singles are crazy. There's exclusive cards in them that you can only get in Jumpstart. And then on top of that, you can get Orcish Bowmasters. I don't think you can get the One Ring in the first ones, but in Volume 2, you can get the One Ring. And it's a crazy amount of value baked into what is probably like the worst Lord of the Rings product on the market. And so then, as I've been thinking through it, these collector boxes are like $700 now for the regular collector boxes. The special limited whatever edition ones are like $1,000 now. They're going to be the first collector box to sell for $1,000. It seems like no end is in sight for those. And it's just made me realize that this whole Lord of the Rings thing is so successful because they had to put so much value into it to make it successful. These IPs are too big for them to have it fail. So they have to bake every single product full of value in different ways and be creative in order to do that, because they don't want to see these giant IPs. They don't want to see themselves on the shelves and discount racks and all this stuff. So my attitude, if you remember, I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. And so that was hard for me to go through. I didn't want Lord of the Rings in my Magic the Gathering. But then as a business has been successful. And so I've come around to the idea. We had so many people learn to play Magic as a result of Lord of the Rings, and so many new customers as a result of Lord of the Rings. We saw Pokemon people coming over because of Lord of the Rings and wanting to collect those cards. And it really opened my eyes to this is a good thing for Magic the Gathering. This will help move the needle forward to grow Magic the Gathering. But what I did not anticipate is for this to have so much value as a business. And so one of the things I am starting to feel is that the hype cycles of these products are taking up a ton of the energy. In other words, Lord of the Rings was this massive, they're calling it a tentpole thing, right? A massive tentpole set that came out. It was huge. It was awesome. It was big. And then this year we had, I think it was Modern Horizons 3 was kind of in that section, in that timeline. And then next year we have Marvel. And what I've started to think through is how can I, as a business, go even bigger into Marvel? If all these things are too big to fail. Marvel certainly is a massive, massive IP of which is going to drive a lot of people into the game. I know Marvel's not as bad. The comment section is going to be like, Marvel's not as big as it was before. Marvel sucks. They're blah, blah, blah. I get it. But still, there are a lot. The number of Marvel fans in the world is far, far superior, far greater than the number of Magic the Gathering fans. Okay, it's like not even like a thing. You can't even compare it. It's huge. It's a huge IP that will certainly bring people into the fold. And on top of that, it costs Wizards of the Coast money to be involved in that. They have to pay money to get the licensing, to get the IPs and whatever. So those products have to do good. They have to be successful, especially if they're putting them as these tentpole giant releases as important as Modern Horizons 3. So we are a year and a half, I think, if my math's right, a year and a half outside of Lord of the Rings, and I am still trying to get Jumpstart blister packs to make money. And it's still working. And the market still wants those cards and still doesn't have enough of those cards. You've got cards like Orcish Bowmasters and the One Ring. Maybe the One Ring gets banned and a lot of the value of this stuff goes down. That's something I'm certainly concerned about. The more that, or they reprint the One Ring in some sort of massive amount, I don't know. That's certainly a concern. But for now, these cards are still giantly in demand and stores can't get enough of them. Stores can't keep One Rings in stock, Orcish Bowmasters in stock, Nazguls, even like the uncommons. There's so much demand for these cards that they have created because of the pressure to have a successful set. It makes me turn and look and say, man, there's not a ton coming out until 2025. There's not a ton of major sets. There's not a ton of big things. There's not a ton of true hype. But then in 2025, we have what might be, maybe not bigger than Lord of the Rings, but might be as big as Lord of the Rings in the Marvel set. And so as a business, how do I put things in line so that when that set comes out, I can go heavy on it, but also not over risk and take so much kind of risk that I can't do other things. Because I just feel like it's too expensive to fail. And so that's my plan. I think when I look at Universes Beyond, the tentpole sets I think are going to be the biggest deals. You had Fallout, which the allocations were so low on. I mean, it was so hard to get collector boxes. Even Assassin's Creed, for some reason, like, just didn't seem like they put the big energy into those products. They didn't print that much. Like Fallout, they printed a lot of the commander decks, but like the amount of money they made on Fallout compared to Lord of the Rings, it must be minuscule. I mean, it's crazy. And so those releases are big and cool and important and fun, and a lot of people like them. But these big major ones that seem like they're going to come, in this cadence at least, once every 2 years, I think as a business, whether you're reselling cards, whether you're running a local store, whether you're flipping things online, I think as a business, you have to set yourself up for success in those 2 sets a year, those 2 things. It's kind of like what I did with Modern Horizons 3, which didn't work out bad. I mean, Modern Horizons 3 kind of came out and a lot of the excitement kind of died pretty quickly. Frankly, Bloomborough took a lot of the excitement from Modern Horizons 3. But we went really heavy into Modern Horizons 3, and that's worked out well. But not as heavy as I want to go in like Marvel compared to Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's just crazy. So those are my thoughts on the Universes Beyond thing. I'm baffled that the value inside of these products, of the crappy products, even the 2-player starter decks, that's another one that people were opening for a while. Who buys 2-player starter decks? They're just baking all this value into the sets because they have to. And so you can have 2 options. You can complain about that and be like, blah, blah, blah. That's how I was doing for a while. Or you can just turn and say, listen, like, this is the way it is. This is where the success is going to be. And I got to set myself up for that success. So those are my thoughts on Universes Beyond. There's not a whole lot to talk about this week. There's not a whole lot going on in the Magic the Gathering world, so I wanted to take a step at looking at Universes Beyond as a whole and let you know that my thought is like, man, I am prepping for summer of 2025. We're going to be doing some sales, KitchenTableTCG.com. We're going to be doing some sales in order for me to clear out some inventory because, like, from a financial standpoint, I just want to go pretty heavy on that set. So that's something we're going to be doing over the next couple months. Just a thought for you. Hopefully you have yourself a great day. Be kind to the people around you. Join the Discord server if you're interested in hanging out and chatting. We're going to try to do some Commander events in the next couple months too there. Just kind of hang out and do some fun things. Have yourself a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.